Hello and welcome back. It's puzzle time with Sudoku Sleuth, and today we're going to be playing 5 Killer Knights. So I think it was actually yesterday's puzzle that somebody posted a comment saying, do you mind if you solve this particular puzzle? And I guess it is the season to be doing as many requests as I can, so that's what we're playing today. Now, I was thinking this is a 2-star difficulty rated puzzle, but when I checked it out, it was actually 1 star, which is unusual for a weekend. So what I've done, just on the off chance that this is a fairly quick solve, is I do have a second puzzle, which is also another request, but I really don't want to bring it up on the off chance I don't feature it now, because it really does deserve its own video. It almost feels disrespectful, let's say, of the constructors if I end up featuring it here. But if I do, what I may do is just have 2 thumbnails kind of in one, just to show off the fact that it's 2 puzzles from 2 different constructors. Right, 5 Killer Knights, you may have guessed, is from Meggen033's. 5 Killer Knights, you can see in the background 5 knights that definitely look like killers. For some reason I went with a Terminator kind of theme, which I don't really get. It doesn't really kind of come naturally when you think about knights. Anyway, enough of all of that. Let's take a look at today's puzzle and rule sets. With 5 Killer Knights, that is absolutely the wrong puzzle, sorry. 5 Killer Knights by Meggen033's. If you are the constructors of the other puzzle, I really apologize. That's the other puzzle I was thinking of doing today if I solve this one fairly quickly. Right, rules-wise, normal Sudoku rules apply. Place the digits 1 to 9 once each in every row. Column, and then 3 by 3 box, so nothing unusual here. Cells separated by a knight's move in chess cannot contain the same digit. So essentially, if this cell here is a 2, obviously not in the same column, not in the same row, not in the same box, but also nothing that is a chess knight's move away. So that L shape, 2 steps forward, 1 step to the side, none of these cells can be a 2 either. So a huge amount of the grid really does get excluded. Then we've got digits in cages do not repeat and sum to the clue in the top left. These 2 cells must sum up to 6. These 2 are 13, 14. The sum is really given in the top left corner as per the instructions. That's all the rules we have for today. So as always, if you want to play along, link will be in the description down below for you to do so. And with that said, I'm going to restart the clock and see how I get on. So I'm taking it all in. Right, yeah, rows 2 and 8, there are a couple of forced cages in each. Now, 15 is 7, 8 or 6, 9. What's interesting, let me just leave the 6, 9 up, is 14 cage in 2 cells can either only be 6, 8 or 5, 9. And essentially, if I pick the 6, 9 pair in 15, that would break, because essentially I would exclude 5, 9, I would exclude 6, 8. That's not going to work. So this has to be 7, 8. This would have to be 5, 9 since it can't be 6, 8 anymore. And we've got a couple of things to do. Another way, of course, of doing this is just combining these. These are essentially adding up to 29. 29 in 4 cells is entirely forced with 5, 7, 8, 9. Can do that in here with the 11 cage between the 5 and the 6. Which I'm guessing has to be 1, 2, 3, 5. And then the 5 is clearly not inside here. So that's 2, 3. This is the 1, 5. And that's the 6 and 5 done. Now, the question is, why are these interesting? A genuinely good question. Actually, let's do the 8 cage here. I'm thinking there's clearly these cages that are in the middle pointed at by these. They're meant to do something, so we're probably meant to think about these next, but the 8 cage I think is forced. This can't be 1, 7. Essentially, whichever cell it is, that's the 1. It can see 1 by Sudoku and then the second one by knight's move. So therefore, neither of these could be 1, given the 1 domino we've got here, or 1, 5 pair. So 1, 7 is out. So is 3, 5. So that leaves 2, 6. And then I think that forces the 10 cage. Can't be 1, 9. Same kind of logic. The 9 can see both of these. So not 1, 9, not 2, 8, and not 4, 6. So that has to be 3, 7. Not enough to do anything with the 6 cage. And we haven't quite got the same kind of wizardry going on here with the 9 cages. Although the fact that we've got 2 of them in the same box is kind of suspicious. We'll come back to that. The 8 cage, however, let's think about that. So 8 has to be made up of a low digit that is 1, 2, or 3, plus a high digit that is 5, 6, or 7. The 1, 2, and 3 cannot be here. So this is 1, 2, 3 with 5, 6, 7. You can clearly see it is not a 5, and therefore this is not a 3. So 1, 2, 6, 7. Yeah, not getting it so far. The 9 cage probably interesting. Not 8, 1, not 2, 7, and not 3, 6. So that is 4, 5. So yeah, you definitely had to solve the 8 and the 10 cage to be able to solve this 9, which will probably tell us what's going on with this 9. So 2, 7 is out, 3, 6 is out, 4, 5 is out. This can only be 1, 8. We can do a bit of Sudoku, such as 8s can only be in here. 5s can only be in there, obviously with kind of those 5s as well. It's not quite enough. 6 cage has to have a 4, 5 and a 1, 2. Kind of 1, 5 or 2, 4 are the options. This is the 4, 5. This is the 1, 2. 13 cage maybe. We haven't done much with the 11s and 9s in here, so we'll come back to those. But the 13 has a high, I guess exactly the opposite. Not quite the opposite, because this is 8 rather than 13 rather than 12. But essentially, we need a high digit that is 7, 8, or 9, which is none of these cells. So the 7, 8, and 9 is in here. And they will be joined with 4, 5, or 6. You can see that the 5 is not available, so that is not 5, that is not 8. And that can't be 6, 7. That's our first digit finally at almost coming to minute 5. If that's 6, 7, what is this cell? So that has to be 4, this has to be 9. And here's our break, and that 9 gave me 5, gave me 9, gave me 1, gave me 5. It's going to keep going. The 1 gives me 2, which gives me 3, gives me 2. The 2 gave me a 6 in here. That 2 continues. That is a 6. That is a 2. I say continues. It's ending right now. The 9 cages are probably interesting. I'll come to those in a second. Feels like I'm done. 6 is in one of 2 cells. Not very useful information, really. Am I missing anything else? I feel like I am, and it's probably going to occur to me a lot later, but let's go back to the 9s. So, the 9s are not 2, 7. They're also not 3, 6, because you can see that this 6 sees what's in the box, but with night move, sees those 2 cells as well. So not 2, 7, not 3, 6. It leaves me with 1, 8 and 4, 5. Now the 5 can't be either of these cells, so that's the 4, 5 pair. And this is the 1, 8 pair, and that 1 forces a 1 in here, an 8 in there, which gives me a 2 in here and a 4 in there. Lovely. And does it help with the 11? So no 2, 9. 3, 8 looks possible. So 8 in here with 3 there. 4, 7 is out. And then 5, 6, the 6 would have to be here with a 5 in there. More choices than I was hoping for, if I'm honest. Yeah. You see, I can see that these are a 4, 5 pair, but they don't both see the cell, so I can't exclude the 5. Yeah, not sure I can do a lot more right now. Thing is, I need to do more. Maybe some Sudoku. I mean, it's always what I'm missing. Almost always, let's say. too sure what's going on now. Two is in one of two cells, not very useful. I need more data. I need like more digits, or at least I need to kind of clear out some of these so I can actually eliminate some options and make them make more sense. I've got to be able to exclude this somehow, my options. So I don't see a problem with 8.3, and I really don't seem to see a problem with 5.6. I think that's the gist of it, that's the challenge. Right, let's do something else. Such as, goodness me, 5, that was forced. 5 is now in one of three cells. Unfortunately, any of them would work, including, frustratingly, this cell. Right, what's going on in here? Let's have a think. I need a 4, which can't be any of these, and it can't be this cell, so the 4 is forced, yep. I need 1, 8, and 9. 1 and 8 can't be here, so that's the 9. That can't be 8, that's the 1, that's the 8. Suddenly more useful than I expect. The 8... Still too many options. Actually, no, just these two cells is the 8. I mean, row 4 is starting to look a lot more interesting, isn't it? So what am I missing? I'm missing 1, 9, and 6. 1 can't be in here, so 1 is in one of these two cells. This is 6 or 9, both of which work. This is not 9, not 6. That was forced all along. And therefore this is 6, 9 in here. Can't seem to force that with anything. Okay. What else do I need? 1 up here. I'm just looking for kind of fairly obvious Sudoku. Not that I'm coming up with much. Here is like an interesting one with knights. 4, none of these cells. This 4 sees both of these with kind of knight move, so that's left the 4s in here. 4's now in box 9 is forced. That's 4, that's 2. Is almost enough to force a 2. Not quite. Getting there. These are probably interesting as well. 8 is joining the 4-8 pair. So there's another 3-7 and a 6. Not forced. And then there's another 3-7 with a 9. Also not forced. 9 is one of 3 cells. No. This has got to be more like easier than this. It is 1 star, and I feel like I'm having to jump through hoops to get somewhere, so I am probably missing a more natural solution. I was trying to avoid coloring, but I am going to. So 4 or 5 pairs, yellow, orange, orange, yellow. Not very helpful. So not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 8. It's still 6, 7, 9. That's, yeah, I'm not going to pencil mark all of these. Let's just answer the question. 3 is in one of 2 cells, but I can't reduce it further. Then there's a 6 or 9 in here. No. 4, 4. 4 is in one of two cells. How are we doing for time? 13 minutes. It's got to be Sudoku. I'm just missing something obvious. So let's just have a think around box 5. So it's 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. 6 and 8 are not here. So this is from 3, 5, 7, and 9. This is not a 9, so this is from 3, 5, and 7. Right, we've got to be able to exclude something in here. I know I've said that before, but we've got to be able to. Question is how? Right. Oh, 8s. Now I've done the 8s. And I've kind of got everything that I can out of this side. So this is 2, 3, or 7. Not very useful. 4, 8 pair. Then there's another 3, 7 with 1 and 6 by the looks of things. What is it? One of two cells in here. 3 cells in there. Not very useful again. So I have 3, 5, 7, a third one, and a 9. I just, sleuth, come on. 3, 5, 6, 9, 8. Let's just pretend that didn't happen, please. 3, 7 pair. Right, then we need another 3, 7, and a 5. Which could be either of them, actually. Can I keep this going somehow? Almost, not quite. So if we resolve some of these 3, 7s, that will kind of result in almost like a cascade of more solutions. This is 2, 3, 7. Not a 2, not a 3. That means that is another 6, 9, and it is not a 6. So that's the 9, that's the 6. Not sure how that helps me, but okay. 6 is none of these. 6 is not this cell. 6 is one of these two. And then again, actually, just this one. 6 now is in one of two cells in here. And one of two cells in there, less useful. Three, 7, they're not there. In fact, 3s are none of these. 3 is in one of two cells. That's actually 5. Come on, sleuth. What's going on? 5, not a 4. Right, let's just focus on this box for a second. So what am I needing? I need 3 and 5. 5's not here. 5's not there. 5 is not there. 5 can only be placed in here. Then I have 7, 8, 9. I am tempted to just pencil mark the whole lot. 7 can't be in here. Nor 3. So this is 8 and 9. This looks like it can be 7 and 8, but not 9 or 3. And then we have a bunch of digits there, which I'm not going to pencil mark. 3, 7, 8, and then 3, 7, 9. Kind of getting towards the triple, but not quite. 3, 7 in here means this is another 3, 7. We talked about that pair earlier. I probably have a lot of anti-knights that's kind of slowing me down. Probably. So the remaining digits in here are 3, 6, 7, 9. That is not 3 or 6. This is 7 or 9. Not enough to see anything. And these are 3, 6, 7, which makes sense. Row 7, I need 6, 7, 8, 9. No, I need, actually, this is not an 8. I need 3, 6, 7, 9. Not 6, not 9, not 3, that's just 7. This is 6 or 9 by the looks of things. And then in here it's 3, 6, 9. Not 6, not 9. So 3, 6, 3, 9. Not a 7. Oh, 7, 3, 2, 7, C's 3, 7, C's 3, 7. 3 still in here. So that is not a 3. Therefore that is 9. That's 6. That's 3. That's 6. That's 7. That's 8. That's 9. This is 3, 7. That's 7, 3. That can't be an 8. That is the 8. Presumably this is the only place left for a 6. No, I've already placed a 6, so ignore that. So I have a 1 with another 2 digits that I can just place, some of them. 4, 1, 9. 1 is therefore somewhere in here, not very useful. 1, 3, 5. Not 5. Yeah. Not 3. In here, it's 1, 7, 8, or 9. Actually, 7 gave me 8 and 7. 1, 9, 1, 8. That's much better. And then a digit I can just place. 2. Not 2 is 2. 2. Actually, I don't know why I deleted that. I should just be able to place a 7. 3 in here gave me a 7 in there. 7s are done. 4 8s nearly, not quite. We know what these are now. 1, 6, 3. Just gonna pencil mark the whole lot. Not 6, not 3. Looks like it could be any. And this is essentially 1, 3, 6. That is not 1 or 3. That is a 6. That's not a 6. Only place for a 6 is now in here. 6s are done. That's not a 6 either anymore. Then I need 2 more digits. 8 and something. 8 can't be there. That's 8. That's 5. 3 and something. 3 and 1 and 3. Looks like I have a 1, 3 pair, which is helpful. 5, 1, 3, 3, 1, 3, 1. I need a 4 and a 9. The 9 is in here. The 4 is there. 8. And if I've not made any mistakes, 4 for the finish. So the question is, do I keep going? And my temptation is yes. Right, second puzzle was sent to me by full deck and missing a few cards. Right, I'm going to change my mind. I think full deck and missing a few cards, who are the recommenders of the second puzzles, deserve their own video. So I'm going to pause it here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and the puzzle, and I'll see you back soon. Bye-bye for now.